Warrior channel. My name is Khadija. Today we have messages or guidance that you need to hear right now. Let's get into it. Do 4 piles this week, why not? So I feel like, there needs to be some time set aside to breathe, do some breath work, and to practice self-love. The number 6 could be important for you if you're watching this. You could be thinking about making an offer, an emotional offer, emotionally stable. Okay, for somebody you're thinking about a question, the answer is yes. Don't ask me, I don't know. Okay. The answer is yes, and for you to take action. All right. Crystals for pile 1. No, we're not going to do that actually. Pile 4. Okay. Oh, lapis lazuli, authenticity. Something about this. If you're watching this, a message for the collective who's watching this card selection is to connect to your breath, right? Like I said before. Remember to practice self-love. And if there's an emotional offer you're wanting to make, do it from a place of love and authenticity. Yeah. Boomer said yeah. Pile 1. Pile 2. Pile 3. Alright. Pile 4. Well, okay then. Because something about this offer that you want to make is a part of your destiny. Yeah, if you allow yourself to lean into what makes you feel good, you'll be able to see clearer. Interesting. Very, very interesting. You could also feel inexperienced or like out of your league. Something's out of your league. Something isn't, you don't feel worthy of it. But just know that's ego, that's fear. It's not It's not real. It's not true. Okay? All right, so for pile 1, we have 000 and guidance. I trust in the magic of new beginnings. I feel the support and guidance that is all around me. For pile 2, we have 1919, transformation, and 1616, willpower. Those are like reverse mirror images. 1919 is I release what I no longer need to carry and I open myself to the transformative energy of the divine. 1616 is I call on my strength and willpower to take the lead. I accept and listen to the support of the divine within me. Okay, and then pile 3, you have 222, balance, and 333, potential. For balance, the affirmation is, what feels peaceful and calm easily finds me as I restore the balance within me. And for 333, it is, my potential is infinite. I use my strength as my ally to pursue my highest good. What's interesting is also, there's a lot of the pile 2 and 3 has 2 cards. 666 for pile 4, reflection. As I refocus on what serves my highest good, I feel myself shift into my highest self. You'll know this reading is for you if you've been seeing the number 111 or 1111 a lot lately. Okay, now so that you can choose your pile, let's do a little breath work. We're gonna take a deep breath in, close your eyes, inhale, hold it, exhale. Now the first number that pops into your head. That's your pile, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay? Let's get into it. Boomer says hi. Okay, so pile 1. Do you like dogs? Alright, you chose pile 1, which is 000. Which is the number of the Fool, which to me shows that you've been following the guidance you've been receiving and you've stepped into that unknown and you've got this faith that these new beginnings that you're stepping into are going to be magical. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Obsidian self-reflection. So, if you've come from my Instagram, thank you, because Obsidian came out in a reading I did. Did I post it? I didn't post it yet. We'll see. But there could be a message there for you as well. Obsidian is, this card says self-reflection, but it's also a protective, it like absorbs energy and transmutes it. So it could be helpful for you to wear obsidian on you, or maybe you do already. And we have magic. Yeah. I trust in the magic of new beginnings. I feel the support and guidance that is all around me. And then you've got magic. Make a wish. Believe in miracles. Magic surrounds you. Let me put that on silent. It's 1:44. It's okay, if you know, you know, but like it's 1:44 right now, so maybe the number 9 or 18 is significant for you. That's so funny. That's funny. Pile 1, do you believe in magic? Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Do you got a lot of... I just saw like an image of crabs in a bucket. So for some of you, I feel like this new phase that you're stepping into, the leap of faith you've already taken, as the Fool does, I feel like you've left behind a bunch of crabs. Or you could be a Cancer, or you could have Cancer placements in your natal chart. It's just like this, because when I think of where this was going to be placed, where I was going to put it, the card says boundaries. Let me just start there. The card says boundaries, and you see all those hands, and then you see the figure in the middle. She's like, nope, hands off. So I feel like you've done the reflection of where in your life you've needed to put up those boundaries to kind of protect yourself from these pincers, from these shellfish. I don't mean to laugh, it's just the fact that shellfish came up. I don't know, are you allergic to shellfish? Okay. You've done the self-reflection, you've created the boundaries, you're in the process of it. Either you've done it, or you're creating the boundaries now. Actually, I feel like it's more of a combination of the two. Like in the past, because the thing with boundaries is like, you can know to set them, but it's a practice. It takes sustained effort, you know? You've gotten much better at it, at putting up those boundaries and really holding firm to them when you do put them up. Oh, and then we have the Six of Pentacles and Justice. Could you be a Libra? We got Cancer, Libra. Six of Pentacles. You know, it's interesting. For some of you, I see this, I understand this as meaning people with their hands out, wanting money from you, that you've kind of put the kibosh on, put a stop to. After having reflected on why it is that these people keep coming back to you. Okay, and the Page of Swords. I don't usually get this, but like I feel like this is like Archangel Michael. Maybe he's an angel that you work with. I feel like if you were watching during the pile selection, the card selection, this emotional offer, don't be scared of how it's going to turn out. As long as you show up authentically, you have nothing to worry about. That's just a side message. Side quest? That's a side quest? What? It's a side message. And then we have, it's okay to feel what you need to feel. Well, this is a mixed bag. I feel like that's kind of your energy. It's like it started off being like, ooh, excuse me. We got trusting in the magic, self-reflection, then we went to boundaries, and then we went to like hands out, people wanting handouts, and then it's okay to feel what you need to feel. It's like, okay, nobody said the journey of the Fool was easy. Is it magical? Is it adventurous? Is it whimsical? Yes, it can be, depending on your perspective. It can be depending on your perspective, and I feel like that's part of the guidance that you're receiving in this, in what you need to know right now, is like to believe in magic, to trust in the magic of new beginnings, because even though like getting to 10 in the numerological sequence, in why can't I word today? It's not even today, it's just in this reading. Okay. Getting to the point of the Fool in the tarot is not easy, and it can be taxing on your faith, on your belief in magic. But that's what's going to help you get through to the next level. And part of getting through to that next level is feeling what you need to feel when you need to feel it. I don't know, man. Like, because when you do allow those feelings to flow, and by flow I mean allow them to come up, feel them, cry if you need to cry. But once once the thoughts or the feelings start to really suck you in, that's when it's time to do the breath work. That's when it's time to get up and move, get up and change environments. If you're in your bedroom, leave your bedroom, go outside, drink some water, chew something, do something tactile to get you back into your body and out of your head and out of the emotions. Okay. Lavender, surround yourself with love, the number 19. Something about at this time, to help you really believe in magic again, I think it's important for you to surround yourself with people who believe in magic. Whether that be in person, online, in whatever way you can, find the people who believe in magic and spend time with them. Get to know them. Okay. I am going to look really quick. Give me a second. That's so funny. I just looked up what one of the possible meanings of the Six of Pentacles is, and I feel like you must have watched the Power Selection, because I was talking about an offer, an emotional offer in the Power Selection, and one of the meanings of the Six of Pentacles is an offer. It is an offer. Generosity, sharing resources, an offer. And then the Page of Swords, enthusiasm, new perspectives, eagerness to learn. Okay. These are going to be shorter today, so thank you, Pal One. Yeah, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Hope that gave you some clarity. If you were thinking about a yes or no question, the answer is yes. And then something also to do with an orange cat. And lavender. Oh, I just heard Lavender Haze. Isn't that like a Taylor Swift song? Okay. Short and sweet. Thank you, Pawan. Take care. Welcome. We have for you 1919 transformation. It is asked that you take notice that you hold within your hands the power to change your life. Within this realization, you will feel your sense of purpose and your connection to new beginnings. Your affirmation: I release what I no longer need to carry, and I open myself to the transformative energy of the divine. That's reversed. You can't read that, can you? Bollocks. Okay. 1616, willpower. Things may feel out of sync and not within your control. The whisper of the divine is asking that you remember that you are being supported and that your will is your superpower. Determination is key right now. Affirmation: I call on my strength and willpower to take the lead. I accept and listen to the support of the divine within me. I'm going to have to stop showing on this. That's annoying. Because it's mirrored. Well, it's not mirrored. Well, is it mirrored? Yeah, it's mirrored. Anyway. Okay. Tourmalinated. Didn't this card come up a couple of readings ago and I had an issue saying it? Simplification. How to. Tourmalinated. Tourmalinated. Wow. Tourmalinated quartz. Okay. Simplification. Get back to the basics. How to. Do your best not to overcomplicate anything right now, because that's really going to make it easier for you to continue to have that willpower to transform your life and to let go of things that you don't got to carry anymore. Do you say gotta, how to? I don't usually say gotta. I usually say have to or got to. I don't usually say gotta. Okay, patience. Yeah. Man, if transformation doesn't take patience. So Pal 2, you're being called to be patient. Pause before you take action. Trust the divine. Trust that divine timing is at work, and be patient and play whilst you wait. Which can be annoying to hear. Let's be honest. Who wants to wait for divine timing? But I can guarantee you, trying to force it is only going to make this transformation that much more difficult, that much more painful, honestly. Do you like the Aurora Borealis? Have you ever seen it in person? The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So just like the same thing in POW 1, there could be a message for you on my Instagram. There could be a message for you on my Instagram. Yeah, okay. So something about this transformation you're going through right now, the more you try to force it, the more you try to, I don't know, there's something about like, it's in your DNA. You've lived lifetimes before doing whatever this is. There's something in mind. Something, whatever it is in your life that's transforming, whatever aspect of your life that's transforming, and that's really calling on your strength and your willpower, just know you're building on top of a foundation from past life experiences, from past life knowledge, and it can take some time to really integrate that, which is where the divine timing and the patience comes into play. And then also, the more we try to use our logical mind for something that is subconscious and something that has influences from a past life, the more effort it's going to take. And that's why you're being called to really simplify whatever this is. I don't know. I don't even know like what this could be. What? Because we have the Eight of Wands, which usually means swift, fast communication. I feel like for those of you, you'll know if this message is for you, this part of the message. If you've been forcing things, if you've been holding on to control, if you've been really pushing against the grain, it's going to take longer for the transformation to actually solidify into the physical world. But for those of you who do listen, and you release what you don't need to carry, you let go of the need to control, you simplify, you're patient, that's going to help this come in that much more quickly. Wasn't I talking about mirrors at the beginning of this reading? Stop it. Did I meant, was it, wait. We got mirror and the number 4. Treat your body like the palace it is. And there's something about music, castles. Oh, you know that song by Cascada? She's like, oh, tell me why do we build castles in the sky? Oh, tell me why. Castles way up high. Please, now the song's stuck in my head. Oh man, okay. Yeah, the number 4 is really important. That's so interesting. I feel like it was this, and I was talking about how the camera, the mirror. Okay, that's fun. Something about this transformation. It could be a physical transformation if obviously if it fits for you, it fits. But like, there could be something about your physical vessel, your body, really requiring you to simplify your diet. Don't eat processed foods. I mean, I don't like to really give guidance on that because it can, you know, I don't know what your mental state is, so I don't know if saying that is going to make you go into like a spiral and have like some eating issues. I hope that's not the case. It's my intention that it's not, but you know, be careful. So again, I keep getting drawn to like the treble clef and the triplets and the doves. Okay, maybe this is just like a side message because I don't understand. But there you go. I'm trying to understand it instead of just keeping it simple. I was trying to logically understand it, whereas part of the message was to not overcomplicate it. This is just a side message. Treat your body like the palace it is. My sexuality is sacred. So, okay, we're going to go there. I should have said it. So, especially given the sacral chakra coming through so heavily in these 3 cards, obviously you can tell if it's for you, but how do I do your best to look at your sexual energy as something that is sacred, as something that is, well, this took a turn. Something that is sacred, something that is meant to be given with conscious intent. Right. So, like, I don't know. Maybe, and then, okay, that's for some of you. So, like, maybe some of you are being extremely patient and really holding back your sexual desires. Okay. I don't know. The energy just kind of like went like dissected. I'm like, wait, this, because these 3 cards, I'm just like, these 3 cards don't feel like they fit with these 5 cards up here. And I'm just like, okay, maybe that's the point. Maybe there's like a, did I just hear like Dakota? The name Dakota, a name starting with the letter D. Decatur? Is that a place? Anyway, right, for some of you, this part of the message. Well, because then we have willpower up here, and there's something, okay, so it is part of the same message, I'm just not understanding how they fit together. So I'll leave it to you to interpret how it works for you in your circumstance, in your life, in your situation, but there's something about needing to be patient, using your willpower, simplifying things, okay, treating your body like the palace it is. Because I'm just looking at these 3 cards here, and it's like there's some strong sexual desires, which is like good, that's sacred, right? But like sexual and emotional. It's not just sexual. It's also emotional. Okay. Because of the blues. And it's stable too. It's not something that's gonna burn out, which is why you've been able to be patient. So I guess just keep being patient and trust in divine timing. Interesting. Okay. I think that's I think that's it for your message. What? Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. That didn't, I mean, if it made sense to you, please let me know in the comments, because this is very, I'm just like, what? Is this making sense to somebody? Because it doesn't make sense to me, but I don't, it kind of, the connection just kind of was like, couldn't, like, over, done, end, gone. So, you know, oh, white horses could be significant. And triangles. But okay, pile 2, I guess we'll leave it at that. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for letting me read your energy. I hope that, you know, gave you some insights. I don't, maybe it was just, you know, my readings are usually just for confirmation anyway, so it's something that you were obviously thinking about before you clicked on this reading, and then maybe it gave you some reassurance, or I don't know. But yeah, please feel free to let me know in the comments, and thank you. Take care. Pile number 3, welcome. You chose 222 for balance. Now is the time to take inventory of your feelings. Are there any feelings of imbalance or resistance? Divine whispers are here to remind you that the alignment that you seek also seeks you. Breathe, rest, and reset. Your affirmation: what feels peaceful and calm easily finds me as I restore the balance within me. Oh. As I restore the balance within me. And then we have 333, potential. Your chance to reach your highest of potentials is here. Perseverance has gotten you to where you are. You have been through so much, and this guidance is here to show you that you are exactly where you need to be. Your affirmation: my potential is infinite. I use my strength as my ally to pursue my highest good. Good for you, pile 3. Oh, that is interesting. So 33, you could be 33. You could be 23. Yeah. Interesting. There's something too also about balancing expectations. Like, yes, your potential is infinite, but there's also something about when it comes to other people, and your standards for yourself, putting those standards on other people. I don't know. Oh, shoot, you got 2 of these? Pyrite, willpower. Prenite, self-sufficiency. The color green is coming through for you, pile 3. Pyrite and prenite. Pyrite is fool's gold. And then we got prenite. Interesting. I mean, you could be very independent, pile 3. Almost like it's defense mechanism. Maybe that's a place in your life where you need to bring into balance, is allowing people in. Oh, dang, Gina. Okay. What? Okay. I'm telling you, right, okay, I just want to say this. I used the Work Your Light Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. And when I tell you, I rarely ever get the yes or no cards in her deck. Like, rarely. So rare, in fact, I forgot they were even in the deck until I started this reading. And when I was doing the pile selection, at the bottom of the deck was yes. This is the bottom of the deck. And I was like, oh, well then, that could be a message for somebody who's watching the pile selection. Pile 3 for you, the answer is no. I don't mean to laugh, but like, it's just it's so interesting how the yes came out, and at the beginning of even pulling cards for each pile, I was like, oh, if you're watching this, the answer to your question is yes. And then for a pile for the no to come out, I guess maybe there's something that you were thinking about. If you had watched the pile selection, you were like, oh, the answer is yes. I'm glad you chose to watch this pile, because I would have really hated for you to think the answer was yes and gone and done something and been like, oh, well, yada yada. But if that's the case, if you're going off of readings like yes or no questions like that, I would strongly suggest not doing that and really looking inward and really trusting yourself a bit more, because that's not what my readings are for. But like, if you already had a feeling that the answer would be no, but then you saw that I said the answer was yes in the pile selection, your first instinct is correct. The answer is no. Okay? That was really convoluted way of saying, like, don't use tarot readings to really my tarot readings are my oracle readings, my energy readings, okay? My energy readings are meant solely for the purpose of confirmation, not to dictate or direct your life or your choices, because those choices belong to you. They are your responsibility. It is your life. So, just food for thought. Okay. Just some food for thought. But since we're here, okay, that's it. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. Like, it sucks, but like, that's part of the human process, is learning to trust ourselves and calling back our power and having faith in our ability to discern things. You also got innocence. Take time to play, nurture your inner child, live with a childlike sense of wonder. That's interesting. And okay, and so I should be clear too. It says no, right? But then under that it says wait, postpone, pause, say no. So it could be that, I mean, regardless, my message before still stands, but like, take it where it resonates. Like, if there's something that I can't sugarcoat it, like, if your initial instinct was no, go with that. If your initial instinct was maybe, then wait, postpone, pause. Especially because we're in a Mercury retrograde right now, which, there's different schools of thought on the impacts of Mercury retrograde, and it does really depend on you and your natal chart in particular. So I would say, if anything, if this is like a wait, postpone situation, you obviously know better than I do. Then just wait till after Mercury retrograde. Okay? Well, That was interesting. And the Wheel of Fortune. All right. Well, shit, if that doesn't completely knock that on its head. There's a potential in something. This is confusing. Why is this so confusing? It's not that it's confusing, it's just not a fun message to share. And I mean, maybe it makes sense for you. You'll have to let me know, because to me, I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay. There's something that's requiring willpower, a childlike sense of innocence, a childlike sense of wonder, and maybe bringing into balance the potentials and the realities. Because yes, I believe that we are creators of our own realities. It's just that sometimes what we can see, what's visible, hasn't caught up with the energetic. And maybe that's the stage that you're in, which is why you're getting the wait, postpone, pause, say no. And it could also be that this is, okay, so a little bit, this no could be somebody's attempt to take away your self-sufficiency, to get you dependent on them in some way. But then the Wheel of Fortune being in the middle, it's kind of like, that's not going to last for long. Like, the wheel is turning. Things are going to come back into balance. If things have been out of balance and they've been requiring so much willpower, it's time for you to, I'm not saying give up, I'm saying take a pause, and play. And while you play, that gives the potential time to drop into the physical world, to go, for the wheel to go back around, to bring things back into balance. Stars, the number 5, change. Oh shit, 2 plus 3 is 5. Okay, you can manifest your every wish. And didn't I say, I believe that we can create our existence, our realities? It's like, okay, you know, like, maybe it's time to wish on a star. And believe it. Believe that things can change. So interesting. My aura is magnetic to golden opportunities. Wasn't I talking about fool's gold with the pyrite? Okay. So a message for some of you is, it's not a fool's errand, whatever it is. Your golden opportunity is coming, and especially with the Wheel of Fortune also being in this reading, and the wishing on stars. Does it say? No, it says you can manifest your every wish. Yeah, there's something, Pal 3, there's something for you that is, so it's taken a lot of willpower for you to get to this point where you're at. And it's not necessarily, for some of you, it's not necessarily a no. It's a need for you to say no. For others of you, it is a no. Obviously, you know better than I do which that'll be, because I read potential energy, like it says here, potentials. Readings are the reader, the energy reader, tapping into the energy at the time. I mean, time is a construct. Oh, this is getting so, okay. I'm tapping into the potential energy for potential outcomes that are affected by the choices you make after you see this. Okay? So, that is why it is so dangerous, or not even dangerous, well, yeah, it can be dangerous to really place all of your hopes and dreams on a reading's outcome, because depending on your choice, look up the Schrodinger's cat experiment, because depending on your choices after you see this, everything can shift. And for some of you, the reason I'm even mentioning any of the things that I've already said is for you to know that based on the choices that you make, when you bring your life into balance, when you see the potential in an innocent light, in a positive light, in a light of golden opportunities abound, wishes do come true. When you see things in that light, it can shift those ripple effects into a more positive direction for you. Overall, I still feel like this is a pretty positive reading, Pile 3, because you have the Wheel of Fortune. That's the thing. And especially, so with the Wheel of Fortune, what came to mind is change. Change is the number 5. You've got 2 plus 3 is 5, and then we have the number 5 with stars. Things can change for the better. Holding on to that willpower, believing in yourself, believing that things can change for the better, makes it all the more likely that they will. That was interesting. And the more you think and believe that things can change for the better, because that is literally the only constant in life, is that things change. Whether you want them to or not. So why not choose to believe they can change for the better? If it's gonna happen anyway, why not choose to see the possibilities, the positive potential? I feel like it'll really be helpful for you. And if that's already your outlook, congratulations, bravo. The wheel is turning in your favor. Your aura is magnetic. The golden opportunities abound. Your wish, your dream, your manifestation is coming. Hang in there. Okay. And remain self-sufficient. Okay. I feel like that's a good place to end it. Pile 3. I was like, what is this? No. And then the imagery. Oh, and there's a whole shit ton of stars on this card. I wonder, can you? Oh, it's that daggone light. Can you see that? It's like starry eyes. Starry eyes? No. Starry night. It's like starry night up at the top of this card. Which is interesting because then there's a whole ton of lightning. Oh, what is that? One Republic. Is it One Republic? I don't know. Lightning and the thunder. Maybe that song is a sign for you that things are going your way. If you hear that song, that's your sign from the universe. That's your synchronicity, okay? Pile 3, thank you for joining me. Thank you for letting me read your energy. I appreciate it. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next reading. I do post readings every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome. Pile number 4. Pile number 4, we have 666, reflection. When you allow time for reflection, you allow yourself to see where inner shifts are needed. It is time for you to look at your beliefs and ask, is this serving me, or is it time for me to release this? Reflect, refocus, and readjust. Your affirmation: as I refocus on what serves my highest good, I feel myself shift into my higher self. I feel myself shift into my higher self. The seraphim could be working with you. We have blue calcite, peace. Yeah, there's something about needing some peace and quiet. Yeah. Miracles, okay. Have faith that your miracle is on its way. Your prayers have been answered. Surrender the how. Surrender the how. Surrender the how. Take this time to really come to peace with things as they are. Because the thing about miracles, they seldom show up when we're in a state of, well, the opposite of peace, when we're in a state of despair, when we're in a state, I mean, they can, it does happen, but I feel like it makes it easier for you to notice the miracles, because miracles don't always have to be big and flashy. Sometimes they can be little, or, seemingly little. but it's still a miracle either way. It's about being grateful for what you have in the moment, and the best way to know what you're grateful for is to take time for reflection. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? You've been through it. Because the imagery on here is like desert, mountainous, just wasteland. And I feel like you've been patient. And the thing is with patience is it's always right when we feel like we can't take it anymore, that we're gifted the opportunity to reflect and to kind of come to peace with the fact that we're at where we're at and in the state that we're in. And then just when we think we can't take it anymore, that's when the miracle shows up. That's when the relief shows up. But it's about really surrendering, stepping into that trust, into that faith, into that belief that peace is attainable, that your miracle will come. And the thing about peace too is it's not a peace. Every emotion, every state of being, like everything else in life, in this human existence, is cyclical. It's as human beings, the state of being in peace comes and goes. Now, the duration of how long it stays can increase the more we practice reflection, the more we practice gratitude, the more we practice surrender, faith, trust. The more we practice those things, the longer we can stay in that state of being at peace. But it's something to be aware of, that it's not going to be permanent. It is not going to be a permanent state. At least this is my opinion. This is my experience. It's my belief. Now, it can last for long periods of time, long stretches of time, but that's also dependent on your practice, your self-care rituals, your mindset. There's a lot of different factors that go into being able to stay in that state of peace. Excuse me. The 9 of Wands. Like I said, it's been hard work for you. It's been hard work. But you've been diligent. I feel like you've really hung in there. You will get to peace. You will get to it, so long as you just, keep taking those baby steps. And then the thing about trusting your path too is the number 28 could be important to you. Could be a synchronicity for you. The number 10 too, because 2 + 8 is 10, but then we have the nine of Wands here. I almost said the 9 of Swords, so I feel like there's a need to really kind of get out of your head. It's a time for reflection, but the thing about reflection, you got to be careful not to get into obsession. You got to be careful not to really get lost in your mind. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? I think that's a really great question for you, pal number 4, because there's something about these doubts that you'll ever have peace, that you'll be able to maintain the peace. Because I feel like you've had peace, It's just a matter of maintaining it. But then there's something about expectations there. That could be something for you to kind of reflect on. But this question, you know, if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Kind of is important for you. Because the thing also with miracles is we kind of have to kind of, you know, the divine, the universe, they work with us. We are co-creators. We have to help ourselves first. And continue to help ourselves so that we can be in a position for these miracles to occur. For our path to open up. To become more clear. And I get that that can be difficult and it can be a lot of hard work, but that's something maybe for you to reflect on at this time. There's something that needs to be shifted in your perspective and your beliefs. Because some form of belief that you have about life, about what's possible, is not serving you. It's not serving you. It's bringing you discontent. It's keeping you in a state of discontent. Okay. Again with the number 5. Did I say again? Wait, no, stop. The thing too is, Pal 4, you're a sensitive soul. You're a sensitive soul, and there's something about those sensitivities that, okay, before I finish, there's root chakra and sacral chakra grounding, balancing that needs to be done. I do offer energy center balancings on my website, higherheartwarriorchannel.com. If you'd like to book one with me, I would be honored to work with you. But back to your message, it feels like there's this sense of miracles don't happen for you. Miracles can't happen for you, but that's just a belief that really just isn't true. Miracles can happen for everyone. In fact, they happen for everyone all the time. It's just whether or not people are able to see them. And then we have 14. Thorns. Weave together the crown you deserve. Because there's something that like, you're so worthy. You're so worthy of good things. And it's like you don't see it. And I just want to be clear too, like these cards, I'm reading these intuitively right now. Like these cards don't normally give me these messages because I'm sitting here and I'm having this cognitive dissonance of like, well, wait a second, no, this doesn't mean this. And it's something about something about your physical world not reflecting back to you the fact that you are worthy of miracles. There's something about that because like, what I'm looking at with my eyes right now isn't what I'm receiving, what I'm hearing, what I'm intuiting. And it's like, I had to stop and pause for a moment. I had to reflect and connect to my higher self. Be like, okay, wait, am I on track? And it's like, yes. There's a sense of peace that is available to you, Power 4. It's just, it's going to take you shifting something, tweaking. It's a minor tweak. And I mean, it can feel not so minor when you're the one having to do the tweaking, but like it's not as big of a jump as you may believe it to be. Because there's something about your sensitivity being a part of your path. We have seahorses, pearls. I feel like, Power 4, I'm going to take a jump and say that you've got some clairs. Clairaudient. Are you clairaudient? It's a gift. And then we got stars here too. There may be another pile for you in this reading, but yeah, you deserve the best. You deserve miracles. It's a matter of switching your perspective to believe that you're deserving of those miracles, to actually think it, to know it, to feel it in your soul. You are deserving of miracles. You are deserving of a crown fit for a king, a queen, a they, them, royalty. Okay. Just gonna check something really quick. Okay, so one of my messages for the Nine of Wands is to not give up. Because that's the other thing, like when I saw this piece, I'm like, okay, so, because I don't feel like you're so far back in the self-development where you don't know already that it's a shift that you need to make. It's just a matter of not giving up before the energy has a chance to translate into the physical. Because like the key words, one of the key words that I wrote for it is, where is it? Persistence, self-reliance, don't give up. Because the universe, God, reflects back to us what we believe. And the effort we put in. Not always. Sometimes it's the energy it's not always physical effort, it's energetic effort, is to clarify. So the reflection right now is catching up to the work you're doing internally. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off there because I feel like I've pretty much gotten there. Yeah. Keep going, don't give up. Keep going, don't give up, you're almost there. Have faith that your miracle is on its way. Your prayers have been answered. Just surrender the how. Because that can also hold up our blessings, right? When we're so fixated on the details instead of the feeling or the experience we want to have. And sometimes details are very important. Obviously, you'll know if that is for you or not, but I feel like the how it's going to happen is where you need to really release that need to control. And just trust and have faith that you will be supported. Okay? Thank you for joining me, Pal 4. I appreciate you letting me read your energy, and I really wish you the best.